Hey everybody, my name is Ashley Rush and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. I'm so happy to be back with you guys this week and I want to say thank you. Thank you for your grace. My daughter is doing so much better and it was a load off of my mind to be able to put this down for a little bit and really focus on her and her health. So she is back at school now and recovering quickly. And I want to thank you guys all for your positive thoughts and prayers and just it was great. It was such a blessing to have all of you. I read all of your comments to my daughter while we were in the hospital and she says thank you as well. Okay, enough with this emotional stuff. Let's get to scrapbooking. Okay, so this week I'm doing something kind of new, kind of old. I am taking a sketch that was designed for theme packs. It was released, I think, in December of 2019, so it is almost 3 years old, definitely 2.5. And these sketches were released and were designed to be used with all of the theme packs. So you could use the same sketch with all of the theme packs and get beautiful different pages and designs based upon the kit that you've chosen. So it's really fun. I decided to resurrect it, try it out with some of our current theme packs and see if they still worked. It was a lot of fun and you guys will see as the video comes up, I really tried to challenge myself. You'll see if I succeeded, so stay tuned, and I have a couple of things to talk to you guys at the end about some upcoming events, so make sure you stay tuned. All right. For this project, I'll be using the Mexico theme pack. The theme pack comes with a sheet of stickers, 4 sheets of designer paper that are 2-sided, and then a piece of coordinating cardstock. I'll also be using our 12-inch trimmer and our tape runner. I'll be switching between the regular and the repositionable. I'm going to set my stickers aside. The first thing we need to do is pick our base papers. Now you know me, I'm a 2-page spread girl and I like my backgrounds to be matchy-matchy, but I'm not going to do that this time. I am going to step outside my comfort zone. I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to pick backgrounds that are not the exact same. You can do whatever floats your boat. With the first example of this sketch I saw, they used the cardstock sheet and a more neutral sheet as their background, but the colors lent themselves to that. I've got some busy patterns here, so I kind of want to save my cardstock to help break some of that up. I think I'm going to be using this beautiful like woven piece of paper, and to tone that down a bit, I'm going to use this pepper sheet of paper. So let's see what that looks like side by side. I think that that's kind of a fun pattern together, so I'm going to go with it. Again, a little louder than I normally do, but I think it's going to be fun. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick a sheet of paper to create a thick, chunky banner across our page. So I'm talking like 5 inches that's going to span the top third of our layout here. Again, I think I'm going to go a little crazy and I'm going to try using this beautiful floral sheet of paper. So let me pull out my trimmer and I'm going to make 2 5-inch cuts. So I've got my first one lined up. Put that on. Slide what's left over down my trimmer. Make a second 5-inch cut. I think that that's a really fun way to break up the pattern. So those are going to go about the top 1/3 to 1/2. You're going to leave about 1 inch of the other pattern showing behind. So that looks good to me. I'm going to take this remaining sheet, this remaining strip, it should be about 2 by 12, and I'm going to cut 2 1/2-inch strips from it. So I'm just lining this up. I don't know for sure if I'm going to use this strip, but I'm just giving myself an opportunity to have an extra pop of color. Excuse me. Okay. This piece is extra. You can set that aside. So if I decide to use this sheet, it's going to go at the top here, just helping break up that upper pattern. We'll see. The next thing I'm going to do is make some mats for down here, and maybe up here as well. I'm going to take my cardstock and I'm going to cut a couple 4 by 6 mats. So I'm going to first make a 4-inch cut. I'm actually going to do that twice. Well, I'm thinking through things. Let's start with this one. All right. So these are just breaking up pieces here. I'm going to make another 4-inch cut. But this time, instead of making a 6-inch cut, I'm going to make a 5.5-inch cut. Before I make my final sets of cuts, I'm going to set my trimmer aside and just sort of play around with the patterns I have, making sure I'm happy. You guys know I am struggling. I am struggling because this paper is so loud. So I just want to make sure, see, that already looks a little better to me. I can always flip that over if I want. I'm a little bothered by the fact that this is not directional like it's supposed to be, but I can maybe live with it. We'll try. We'll try. All right. A lot of it will be covered up anyway, so we'll see if it's necessary to change it. That makes me a little more happy. What's on the reverse of this guy? Guys, I'm trying so hard to be different. It's a struggle, so hard. Maybe it would be better if I this making me a little more happy? Then it's not quite so... That's a little better. I'm still not totally convinced I love it, but it's better than what it was. Helped tone down some of this crazy over here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this piece again. Remember, this is a 4 by 12. I am turning it, and I'm cutting these at 5.5. So I should get 2 5.5 by 4 mats. These go here. All right, the last thing we're going to do is cut some little rectangles that will serve as accent pieces for these corners. I'm going to start by cutting a 3-inch strip, making sure that my directional pattern is in the proper orientation this time. So I'm going to do a 3-inch strip here. Set that large piece, oops, I didn't go all the way up apparently. So set that large piece aside. Now I'm going to take that 3-inch strip, give it a 1/4 turn, and I'm going to make 2 4-inch cuts. All right. So I have wound up with 2, actually 3, but I only need 2 3 by 4 rectangles. I'm going to take that last piece of cardstock I have, making sure that it is still, how did that end up so big? This might not be the right piece that I was using, but I'm going to go ahead and try. I'm going to cut this at 4 inches. This should have been what was left, so I probably set my other piece aside somewhere. I'm going to give that a 1/4 turn and cut that at 3 inches as well. And one more time. Okay. So now we get to play the mix and match game. This is intended to sort of go like that. We can do the same over here. We can even swap it up. Okay, so if I were brave, I would just start adhering and putting this down, but I am not brave. I feel like I need to still like fiddle and move things around. I'm gonna try for you guys to give you something interesting to look at, not just a matchy-matchy, but guys, I'm really struggling. So I want to be able to use these for my trip to Mexico that I took a couple years ago. So I might cave and do what I'm comfortable with. But I'm trying so hard. All right, we'll see. I'm going to try some different things. I might even try rotating, because this pattern is supposed to be directional. It's bothering me that it's not. So what if we did something like that? That's kind of fun. Yeah. I like how that looks. What's on the back of this? Oh, nope, can't use that. but we've got a little piece here. So what if I did similar? I think I'm caving, guys. I'm caving. Don't judge me too harshly. I promise I'll show you one as a sample I did that is using a different piece. Okay. This is making me more happy. What do you guys think of that? I've totally switched around. I've completely rotated it. I've changed the background. It's looking a lot more cohesive for me. So I think I'm gonna go with this. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta do what you like, even when you're trying to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. So I'm gonna do it just like this. I haven't decided. I might still get a little crazy here. That'd still be weird if that was like that. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe that way. A little pop of color behind. Okay, I'm gonna start adhering it before I change my mind any more times. All right, guys. All right, there you have it. I have finished my 2-page spread for a trip to Mexico. I actually went with some friends, so this amigo sticker works well. I'm going to cluster some more once my pictures are down, but I didn't want to block too much of the photo mats. But I've got, you know, my sort of cluster triangle going this way. I failed, guys. I failed. I didn't switch over my backgrounds, but that's okay. I'm happy with how this turned out. I've got places for lots of photos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, although I will probably use this piece for journaling. But I want to show you guys another example that I did in which I did actually mismatch the background. So this I did for a cruise I'm supposed to be taking with my family coming up next month. This is using the Cruising Along theme pack. This one was a little hard because there's lots of blues and not a lot of anything else. So I pretty much did this with 3 designs of paper. I used a sort of picture paper background, one where they've sort of, it's illustrated, it looks like something. So this is supposed to be the open waters. And then on this side, I used these navy anchor papers. I used the second sheet of that paper, split it in half, and put those on the opposite sides. So you can see I did opposite backgrounds. I did opposites of that banner piece. I did these. I put a spot for my title. I'm going to put the dates of the cruise down here, maybe the title and the name of the ship. I'm definitely going to put a photo here, maybe for when we're getting on board. And then I've got lots of places for photos across the top and as well as here. So do you guys have a favorite? Do you like that I was able to do a mix match background on another page? Oh, I also used the border stickers here to sort of divide up the page, and I did do the same thing. I used the cardstock up here to break up that color change, and I like how that turned out. I had planned on doing the same thing with the Mexico page, but the borders are these flags, the little pennants, and that wasn't going to look so great turned sideways once we had changed the direction of the sketch. I failed. I can't believe I failed. I think my scrapbooking mojo just left the building today, and no matter how hard I tried to challenge myself, no matter how hard I tried to step outside of my neat little box, I just wanted to be back in my box. I just wanted to be protected in the safety of things that I knew. Whatever. I'm not even that sorry because I like the page, how it turned out. I can't wait to print photos and put them on there. Did you guys have a favorite? Did you guys like the cruising along one, or did you like the Mexico one? I'm gonna be honest, while I was doing the Mexico one, I hated it. In fact, I have a clip of me stopping and going, I hate this. But I really like how it turned out once I kind of was like, you know what, I don't need to challenge myself. I can do what I want. Whereas this one, maybe that's the exact same thing. I was like, it's different with my cruising along one. I actually kind of hated doing this one too. But once I finished, it looks beautiful. So it was one of those, like, I was trudging through the middle and I was not liking how things were turning out. I was getting like frustrated, but it all turned out good in the end. So I don't know why I'm such a negative Nancy today, or negative Nellie. Sorry, I know a Nancy and she was like, that's not nice. So negative Nellie. I don't know that I know many Nellies. Anyways, I digress. It was a process. I had to really think about it. I had to push myself. Even when I reeled myself back in and did what I was comfortable with, I really liked how they turned out. So yeah, behind me, you guys may or may not see an explosion of all of the things. So our back to school products just launched. I'm really excited. I actually started recording a video with those today, but decided that the video was going to be quite the undertaking and it was going to be a big project. So I'm looking forward to doing a back to school video next week, if not the week after. I'm really trying for next week. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be great for all of you who have a student in your life, including yourself. We're going to be working on doing a back to school album, an entire album, guys, with just some simple cuts. So this is going to be really, really fun. And let's see, what else do I have coming up? I have a page class where you pay for the class. It comes with the kit that you need to create 3 different pages, and we are using advisor exclusive papers. So you're only able to get your hands on these products if you're an advisor or if you join my class. So that is coming up at the end of September. I have my secret box crop coming up. That's like just over a week away. So that class is free. And it is something I'm doing with my team. The only caveat is you have to purchase the secret box from me to get an invitation to this crop. So we'll be showing you all sorts of fun ways to use the products inside of the box. And guys, I cheated. I opened the box and it's really super cute. So you're going to want to get this box. It's got an awesome tool inside if you guys are a tool fan. So I know you're going to love it. I think there are 15 different advisors sharing there, and some of these are like designer powerhouses throughout the country, so it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're interested in more information about that, make sure you shoot me a message. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. That is where I post daily content, and it's going to be the easiest way to get in touch with me. And then if you're looking for more inspiration, you guys can check out my classes or my events. I do in-person and virtual events. The events we were just talking about are virtual, but I have in-person. I know I'm planning my Croptoberfest right now. There will also be a virtual Croptoberfest for all of my virtual friends. And then I've got those other classes we talked about, as well as an in-person crop happening in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So busy, busy, busy. Lots of things on the calendar. If there was anything in this video that you loved, make sure you check out my Creative Memories website. You can buy all of the products there. And if you love all things Creative Memories, or you really like to share, or you really like to teach, let's talk about having you join my team. I'm really focusing on growth this year, and I would love to have you grow alongside me. I've been doing a Create the Best of Your Business internet sessions with my team and talking about ways that we can grow. And I know CM is also focusing on this, and they've been doing these Create the Best for Your Business webinars. So if you want to get started, now is the time. We are all so focused on like going back to basics and finding new ways to do this business. And it's so exciting, and it's even more exciting when you can do it with a friend. So I would love to be that friend for you. So let's be on my team. All right, guys, I think that is it for me. Again, thank you guys for being so supportive in everything that I do, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye.